Hi. It's been a little bit. Been a week. Been an extra week.
John, how much Family Guy have I been watching?
I'm watching a lot of Family Guy.
I've just put it on. Like, okay, for the audience, I've never seen Family Guy.
Okay, no, that's not true.
I've never seen.
You've never watched it like this.
I was never a Family Guy watcher, right?
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
You've watched. I mean, I've watched episodes with you.
Yeah. and I don't. Really
and for those that don't know, I'm borderline encyclopedic.
I don't really find the show like that great.
Go to hell.
Funny wise,
Go to hell.
I'm on season 6 now. I think I've.
Welcome to Objectively Wrong, presented by the Next Man Up. As always, I'm John Netzebteen. This is the kind of brand of crap we bring every week.
We don't have a lot to talk about in this show, so we're just gonna chill.
Yeah, this week's a little bit weird because we looked at it, and even after taking a week off, like, okay, what are we going to talk about? Oh, the Thanksgiving games. Ain't the same old Detroit. Yes, it is. You lost. It was so dumb. Everyone was like, this ain't the same old Detroit. You lost, though. You still lost. You lost the game.
Anyways, more importantly, Family Guy.
Right.
I've enjoyed it. It's fine. It's good to put on and forget about it.
For anybody trying to like get into Family Guy, the first season is meh.
I like the death episode.
Do you know something interesting about Meg?
What, Mila Kunis wasn't always the voice actress?
Do you know who was?
No, but I could tell there was a change.
Of course.
Yeah.
So the original actress was a woman by the name of Lacey Chabert.
Okay.
Do you know who Lacey Chabert is?
It sounds very familiar.
Have you seen Mean Girls?
No.
Oh, then you wouldn't know.
Okay.
She's in Mean Girls. She's a very prominent character in Mean Girls. She's
she the blonde? No, blonde girl's Rachel McAdams.
So it's the three quote unquote mean girls.
Okay.
Rachel McAdams playing Regina George. And then the next one is Amanda Seyfried is the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is Lacey Chabert.
Did they?
And her name in the movie is, I shit you not, Gretchen Wieners. And her father is the inventor of toaster strudel. You've never seen Mean Girls?
No.
It's funny. You got to watch it. That's a funny ass movie. It's a classic. It's classically funny.
Was she still the voice actress in the Family Guy episode when Peter does what really grinds my gears and he mentions Lindsay Lohan?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. That'd be funny.
No, she was gone by then. Because I believe that's in Stewie the Untold Story. Because there's a three episode rapid succession where it's like literally they're tied together.
Yeah.
That was originally a movie called Stewie Griffin the Untold Story.
Okay.
And it's shoehorned at the very end of season 4 as episodes 28, 29, and 30. This is how deep this goes, by the way. And I think Grinds My Gears is part of that movie. Lacey Chabert, I think, was gone after season 1. I don't think she even did season 2.
Oh, okay.
Now, I will say she has come. I think she's done a brief cameo before where I think they went like back in time and Peter like went back in time. It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. And then Meg was like, Dad, what's wrong? I was like, what? You're Lacey Chabert. like he actually yelled it at her. I was like, nice.
But yeah, Bob's Burgers is better.
No, it's not. It's just not.
Yes, it is.
It's so unequivocally not.
Bob's Burgers is the best animated comedy on TV.
Stop it.
I will die on this hill.
That's fine. You might die there alone.
And after I die,
I don't dislike Bob's Burgers. I just think that's a stupid take. It's not even a bad take.
Amazing.
It's not even an objectively wrong take. That's a take you can't be making other than just being a jackass. You can't be making that take. You put that take on the internet, you're like about to start a culture war.
Oh, yeah. I'll fight that war.
Animation domination, which is a trademark term. Credit to Fox.
You know, after I do Family Guy, I should do The Simpsons, huh?
See in 3
or
years.
maybe American Dad.
You ever watch Futurama?
Oh, I love Futurama.
I prefer Futurama to Simpsons. It's not a popular take.
I didn't know that's unpopular.
Oh, it's highly unpopular.
Because like Simpsons?
Futurama is to Simpsons what American Dad is to Family Guy.
American Dad's not that bad.
Well, American Dad is also Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. I
He
know.
plays a bunch of
I've
characters.
seen
in
a
it.
couple seasons of American Dad.
I did too. I tried it in college and I got halfway through and I'm like, it's just not as good. Like I'm watching it, I'm like, it's fine. It's better than the Cleveland show, but like it's just not as good. Cleveland show stunk. Yeah, that was a mistake. He knows it was a mistake too. That's the funny part. There's a prequel coming to Peacock for Ted.
Okay.
Prequel show
Oh
for
no.
Ted. I'm very excited.
Okay.
I think it just wrapped or something.
All
And
right.
I watched the first 2 seasons of The Orville. Not terrible, not great, but not terrible. I'm still appalled that Seth MacFarlane only hosted Saturday Night Live once. Like it bothered me.
Did he say anything controversial when he did it?
No,
Okay.
no, he did a very good job, and like should just do it again. There's no reason he shouldn't. This podcast endorses Seth MacFarlane.
Do we?
I do. I think he's damn hilarious. If y'all want to laugh your asses off, by the way, season 4, episode 1, North by North Quahog.
Oh yeah, that's a good episode.
If you've never seen it, I saw it. It was one of the first episodes of Family Guy I ever watched, and I was like 8. It was the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. Watching Mel Gibson grab a pistol and shoot open a safe, only to grab the same pistol out of the safe. I could not stop laughing. Yeah, it was a good time. Season 4 is peak Family Guy. Season 4.
I don't know about that.
It's the best season. There's no question.
What was season 5? I think I liked season 5.
Season 5 is good. I think is that the Cleveland Loretta Quagmire, or is that
no Cleveland Loretta Quagmire? I'm
Quagmires?
pretty sure it's season 4.
No, there's 2. So there's the Cleveland Loretta Quagmire, and then there's the Quagmires. I always forget which ones.
The Quagmires is the season I'm on now.
The Quagmires is not in 6.
Then it's the end of season 5.
It might be.
You know what? It was because that's Quagmires. Isn't that the Back to?
It's the one that starts with Wheel of Fortune. It's the one that starts with Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. Isn't it the Back to Future parody? The Quagmires. Yeah. That's the end of season 5.
No. It's the one where Quagmire gets married to Peter's maid.
Oh yeah. I love that episode.
Yeah. No, the Back to the Future one is Meet the Quagmires.
Oh, okay.
It's a different. I think the other ones I take the Quagmire. I'm getting names mixed up, but yeah, I think that's Meet the Quagmires. It was right during the time of like Meet the Fockers and Meet the. I could do a whole show on this. I really could. I get excited about few things more than I get excited about Family Guy. I love Family Guy. I'm an enthusiast. I'm not just a fan. I'm an enthusiast.
Yes. All right, let's talk about football.
Let's talk about football.
There's nothing to talk about. Let's talk about
also an enthusiast. Also an enthusiast of sandwiches. So I have my delivery order queued up and ready to press halfway through this podcast. First thing to throw out there today, some news. Some boopity boop boop breaking news just hit. The college football playoff is expanding in 2024 to 12 teams. Lit. Now, the question I have is when is there's no way you can do that without there being some kind of bye. Right? Like there would have to be some kind of bye.
Okay, so let's actually expand on this, right?
If one plays 12, if they all play each other, if they all play the first round, then you're down to 6 teams.
Okay.
All played more games. Now you're down to 3. You see where the problem is.
So what if number 1 and number 2 don't play the first round?
They must not.
So it's 10 teams, and then it's what? You're down to 5?
Wait a minute. Hold on. No.
Yeah, that works. You're down to 5. You add 1 and 2. You're back to. Wait, that doesn't work.
Wait, no, stop. Think about it from the NFL perspective. No, there's got to be 4 bye teams. There has to be 4 teams.
There does. Yeah.
4 teams have to do the bye. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be buys.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I guess we'll see the format when it comes out. But
I'm happy with it. I want to see.
I'm less happy about it now than I was 20 seconds ago, but I don't love the idea of giving 4 teams in college the bye. This isn't like the NFL where giving 4 teams the bye made some sense. Now it's like giving 4 teams a bye. Okay, so TCU gets a bye.
Well, you would hope that TCU wouldn't be top 4 every year.
Well, they're 3 right now.
I mean, it's been a bad year.
Does anybody actually think Georgia isn't going to run the table?
No.
Right? Like somebody I know, I don't even need to say his name. You know who it is. Somebody I know.
Let's ride.
Called the shot. It's amazing how quickly you knew. Somebody I know called the shot of called their shot TCU versus SC or something.
Damn, dude, Bronco fans are morons.
Yeah, what did he say? I'll pull up his text. He said,
I have no chill from my ivory tower of
TCU
one
beating
more win.
He said TCU beating Georgia 23-20.
Dude, can you believe an insurance salesman's going to win the college football playoffs twice?
Stetson Bennett. Is he going to go to the draft? Is he going to even try?
He has to declare, right?
Yeah.
That man.
Well, he's a grad. He's
hold,
done. His eligibility's done.
That man's
right?
going to hold one hell of a clipboard for 2 years.
Yeah. He's going to hold the best clipboard. Yeah, I don't dislike what Georgia has. I mean, a lot of it starts and stops with Jalen Carter in my mind, but you know.
I honestly feel terrible about Stetson Bennett. I feel so bad about him. Like, this man's gonna win 2 championships in a row. And he is. And no one in the NFL is gonna give a fuck. I feel so bad about Stetson Bennett.
What, you mean you feel bad about him in the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to the NFL. He's not going to play.
It's just, John, he's going to win 2 championships.
If he wins 2 titles, does somebody have to draft him and just like, fuck it, let's see?
Yeah.
Fuck it, there has to be something.
I mean, yeah, there does have to be something.
Will Levis declared, nah, Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett, come on down. Honestly, we've done some tape on Will Levis.
No. That's my answer.
My answer is stop looking for the next Josh Allen.
Yeah, can I also JJ McCarthy ain't him either. Can we stop? Like this is stupid.
What, the Michigan guy?
The Michigan kid.
The Michigan kid's a sophomore.
No. I know he's not this year, but he's skin and bones, not big at all. And I'm sorry, I don't care if you want to say he's got a big arm. No, stop it. Look at his numbers throughout the year. He's consistently under 60% passing, and it's only going down. Stop it.
I'm not going to judge him until we see his junior.
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But Michigan fans, fucking cool it. Like, he ain't him yet. He might be. Today? You beat Ohio State once and you forget how to analyze tape.
Isn't this twice? Last year they beat him too.
Did McCarthy win that game too?
No, it wasn't. It was Cade McNamara. The one that
How did you mispronounce McNamara that portal?
The one that went into the transfer portal.
I think he just went in the portal, right?
Yeah.
By the way, we've already made the commitment. We've talked about it off mic. I don't think we've talked about it on. But Spencer Rattler has now beat 2 teams in the top 10. So we are going to look at Spencer Rattler. We initially, entering the season, said, no, not worth our time anymore. Well, son of a bitch. He just beat 2 top 10 teams, including one in the top 3.
He's not declaring though, right?
I don't know what his story is right now. There was a rumor that he was transferring
again
to Houston. Not true. According to his dad.
Is Houston even much better than South Carolina?
No, they're building a team. They're building a new staff because Matt Rule just got the job at Nebraska. I'm sorry. I meant Nebraska.
By the way, that is news that we should talk
I meant Nebraska.
Okay.
I did not mean Houston. I meant Nebraska.
Okay.
Not Houston. Yeah, that's not quite news to talk about.
Can we talk about Nebraska? What the fuck?
I'm glad they did it. Matt Rule can coach. He just can't coach the NFL. This is like Chip Kelly all over again. I always get like a little bit too starry-eyed about a collegiate coach. The difference is this one had NFL experience, so he knew what to expect, and he still botched it. So, like,
Chip Kelly did better.
What?
Chip Kelly did better.
Well, no. You know what's funny? Chip Kelly's Eagles tenure ended with an over 500 record. So and then he went to San. But do you remember what his San Fran record was?
I mean, his San Fran record was I should have already been to college.
Bad was the answer.
Yeah.
Bad. I don't remember the numbers even, but I know it was like sub 5 wins or sub 4 even. Might have been 3-13. It's whatever got them like Solomon Thomas. Like it was not a good, not a good tenure.
And it continued to not be a good tenure.
Didn't it turn into Jim Tomsula, or was Tomsula first?
Wasn't Tomsula like after Harbaugh was fired?
Yeah.
But didn't Tomsula get like a whole year?
He got 1 year for some reason. Niners, what you doing?
Can't wait to see what you do when Shanahan gets fired.
You know what's funny?
What?
Backdoor, I think San Fran's got a shot at winning the whole thing.
Oh, I honestly think San Fran's weird, right? Because they're lucky. They're lucky the division is weak. Like they're lucky 2 teams are just completely self-destructive.
You win Super Bowls off of stable quarterback play and mashing people in the run. And right now they have the second one.
Yeah.
First one, stable, maybe. It's not losing them games yet. For now. What were the 3 teams I said before, by the way? I forget already. I remember 2 of them. I got them, actually.
Okay. It was, yeah, you got it.
It's Green Bay, Arizona, New York.
All right, shall we move on to what
Let's begin.
Yeah. So we got nothing. There's nothing happened in the NFL.
Well, we just said a bunch of stuff, so at least we did that.
Nothing really happened in the NFL. We didn't have to do an episode.
No, but we're here because we like it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to pose 3 questions each
to each other.
Good timing.
To each other.
And you're going to get our immediate reaction.
We don't know the questions.
Yeah, we don't know them at all.
Ebteen knows half of one.
Yeah.
But that's it. It was just for me to pitch him the idea.
And I promise, I mean, I've already forgotten it, to be honest.
Fair enough.
And I promise you, it won't include the Raiders or the Eagles.
Yeah, there are no Raiders or Eagles questions.
We talked about the Raiders a lot recently.
Yeah. And the Eagles, let's be real, they speak for themselves at 10-1.
Yeah, that Washington.
Can I make a point, actually? Sure. The Eagles are very much vulnerable. I'm going to be very clear about this. I'm not under any... They're a very beatable team, as every team is. The Eagles don't have a special teams unit. I don't know where the fuck it went, but it's not in Philly. Dear God, they cannot cover a kickoff. The only part of the unit that works is kicking field goals. Everything else is a mess.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Covering punts is bad. Punting is bad. Kickoffs are bad. Covering kickoffs are bad.
Okay, you talked about your special team, so I'm going to take the quick 30 seconds to talk about mine. What the fuck is Keenan Cole still doing back there? You know,
I would rather him than Britton fucking Covey.
Bruh, he's muffed twice.
Covey hasn't done that yet.
Yeah.
He just can't return.
Not only that, this last game, he muffed and almost cost us the game. Like, someone needs to get rid of that kid. All right, let's talk about not our teams. You want to go first or should I?
You go first.
Damn it. Okay. I am going to pose a question.
Do it!
A scenario.
Good.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, God.
In my world.
Really? You're going to give me a Tampa Bay question?
So I'm not really giving you a Tampa Bay question.
Okay.
I'm kind of telling you that Tampa Bay is gone. So in my world.
True.
Tom Brady has decided that he's not going to retire. It's already cost him a marriage. John,
True.
stop.
Stop what?
I can see the the podcast people can see the light coming through your eyes. Yeah, they can see.
I found a coin and I found the angle of the light.
Anyways, Tom Brady,
I'm 27 years old.
Yeah, I'm not much younger.
Go ahead.
Tom Brady's said, "Well,
we both were like, hey, shiny." Go ahead.
Tom Brady said, "Well, I've already lost my marriage. It was probably falling apart anyways. My kids are staying with their mother, and I'm paying child support.
And
What do
her fitness coach or whatever the hell he was.
No, like her karate coach or whatever.
And Uncle Antonio Brown.
Oh, can we okay.
No, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything involving Antonio. I don't want to do anything involving Antonio Brown.
Anyone got the over under on Pete Davidson showing up in front of Gisele's house?
No, he's dating Emrata.
Okay, I mean, good job. How long is that gonna last?
He still needs to get the Soul Stone.
Can we like? So there was a story I heard from one of my friends today, right?
You were halfway into a question. Now you were talking about Pete Davidson.
Yeah. So apparently one night, Pete Davidson was invited by Kanye.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
To go out to dinner with them and Kim.
Yeah.
And Kanye brought like a whole party of people.
Yeah.
And Pete had already like confirmed he was going to pay for everything. So I'm just sitting there, and Pete was like I'm in like the mindset of Pete Davidson, of Skeet, if you would have it.
No.
And I'm just like, this fucking guy, I'm gonna fuck his wife. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get your kids tattooed on me.
What a weird world. Ask me your question, please.
I mean, this guy went from Ariana Grande to Kate Beckinsale to Kim Kardashian.
It is Beckinsale.
Okay, Kate Beckinsale.
I don't think there's a D in her name.
I mean, there's a D in Pete. And to Emily
Davidson.
Shut up, Chell. You know where I was going with that.
I know. I ruined it.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Ask me the fucking... It's Ratajkowski. Ask me the fucking question.
So Tom Brady is not retiring, but
we have to dub it. Every time you botch a name, we're going to dub over it now in post. No, Chris, you don't have to do that. It's insane. Dub over it with my voice. Just like this fucking guy, Pete Davidson. Go ahead.
So Tom Brady is not willing to retire. The Bucks are not willing to stay the course.
No.
They're divorcing. He's good at that. So instead, where does Tom go next, John?
New England.
Damn it. That was going to be my follow-up to your question.
Did you also see the article that came out today from The Athletic?
What article?
You didn't see that?
No.
Is an article literally posing that exact point.
Do I have to think of another question now?
No, you're fine. No, you're good. Yeah. Listen, I don't like it. I don't like the idea if I'm New England.
Just gonna dump Mac Jones like yesterday's trash.
But what's the fucking point? Your team's not built to win right now anyway. You're not gonna turn that shit around in 10 seconds. He adopted Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. What, they're just gonna come to New England? No, they're not. Tampa's not gonna let that happen. They were already there. That's why he went there.
He adopted Antonio Brown. It didn't work out.
That's not gonna happen. I mean, the options aren't exactly, he's not exactly flush with options there. Going back to New England doesn't guarantee anything. You don't guarantee a victory. He left, by the way. This doesn't guarantee a victory. I mean, you can't guarantee winning in New England if you go there. He's 40,000 and not getting younger. He's having an okay season, but the team's crap. What are they, 5-6?
They're leading the division.
That's not anything. I think he's 5-6. I think New England's 5. I think Tampa's 5-6. Cleveland just beat them in overtime. By the way, Nick Chubb, you did not need to be called a touchdown run on that. You should have kicked a field goal from inside the 2.
Nick Chubb, your fantasy managers, thank you.
I'll take
fantasy
it.
Managers.
I'll take it. I won.
I'm gonna drink some more tea.
That's something funny we could talk about. If team traded me Austin Eckler 2 weeks ago, I enjoyed that.
Did you a favor?
I mean, I think a total favor was done both directions. But anyway, yeah, New England's probably the fit. I mean, where else could he go? San Fran, maybe, which might give rise to one of my questions.
What about the Colts?
No.
The Colts need
to not do that again. The Colts need to do this the right fucking way for once. Can you go to the goddamn draft? No, not going to happen.
They're weirdly a quarterback away from the playoffs.
They're probably going to make the playoffs.
Don't talk to me.
Maybe not. I don't know if they're a quarterback away, but they're not that far off.
They're weirdly are, John.
They're weirdly not that far off. They're weirdly competitive, which is odd. Mike, what? Yo, can we just address real quick? We fucking called it.
Not only did we call it, Chris
we
Sims,
called it in
stop digging the grave further.
We called it from downtown in 4K. This was not... This show had the position from the minute we saw him play, this guy can't play quarterback. And Chris Sims, a respected person in this community, went, nah, QB1.
And then Kellen Mond, QB.
Kellen Mond.
Well, Kellen Mond was
anything.
It was before. It was better than Justin Fields. That's
By the way, Trevor Lawrence
looks
pretty fucking good the past 4 weeks.
4 weeks? I don't know about 4 weeks.
It's been the whole month of November. He's had a very good month. I don't know. He's improved. Even Justin Fields has improved. You know what's funny? Justin Fields has not improved. He just started running.
Yeah, he just had the offense tailored to his skills.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is good. Running. That's what it should be.
Perfect. He still can't throw. He has the second lowest completion percentage in this league behind Russell Wilson.
Did you see that Russell Wilson was the 33rd out of 32 quarterbacks this week?
I don't know what happened, but Denver is going to have to do what Houston did with Brock Osweiler, which is trade away capital and the player in order to move on.
Do they have any capital left?
No, they don't. Denver's in very bad shape.
I'm ecstatic.
Denver is in shocking.
By the way, can I take some credit here? Remember when the trade happened?
Putting them in bad shape?
No, remember... No, I think the Raiders have done that enough to me. Remember when the trade happened? I kept on telling you to chill. He's not going to be that good.
So I was just big on Russell Wilson, the player. 2 things I didn't take into account, admittedly. 1, I didn't think Nathaniel Hackett was going to suck donkey ass. Number 1. Number 2.
I mean, we graded that he was going to be bad.
We did, but I didn't think it would be that bad.
Yeah.
Although me saying somebody sucks donkey ass, probably not the best prospect for me to push this podcast forward. Chris, it'd be nice if you just edited that whole line out.
Why?
Because I don't really want donkey ass on the internet. I don't really care that much, but
we can put it on Twitter and fit right in.
I mean, what Jeff Saturday said that everybody in the league didn't know how to manage the clock, and then he himself learned that managing the clock is really easy, but he's just bad at it. So, I don't. So bad that he lost to Pittsburgh, but I digress. By the way, that team beat you.
Yeah,
and they got weirdly close to beating me.
Yeah,
football's weird, dog.
No, dude, football's miserable. I don't know why I'm still here.
Man, football's weird. Anyway, my point is, what issue 1 was that I didn't think Nathaniel Hackett was going to be that bad. And number 2, I didn't think the injury to Russell Wilson was going to be the death knell. Turned out it was.
I mean, I just told you, he wasn't going to play well.
It seems that way. So, all right, my first question to you.
Sure.
Green Bay. As we all saw last week during Sunday Night Football, in which the Eagles beat the Green Bay Packers 40-33, nobody's counting, and 357 yards rushing, again, nobody's counting. Aaron Rodgers suffered an oblique injury in that game, was unable to finish it. Now this week, he goes on Pat McAfee's podcast, a.k.a. the Aaron Rodgers Circle Jerk Hour, and
the dynamic duo.
I'm digging our hole even deeper. Fuck it. You gave me the shovel. I'm just going to start jabbing at the earth. Now I want to play Shovel Knight. The great game, by the way. Highly endorsed. If you're Green Bay, you're 4-7, 3-8. I don't know. They're inferior. They don't matter.
You're still in the playoff hunt.
Technically, yes, but not really. If you're Green Bay, you bench him,
Oh hell
And
yeah!
do you play Jordan Love now and give
Hell
yourself 6 games to figure out what you have?
What pick do they currently have?
Green Bay
Yeah,
checking. I'm checking. Green Bay currently has pick number 8.
you have pick number 8,
and they are 4-8.
what are the win totals for like 7-3? Picks 3 through 7.
7, 6, and 5 are all 4-8.
Okay.
3 is 3-8. 4 and 3 are both 3-8.
And who's the third pick?
LA, but it's Detroit. Pick 3 and 4 are LA and Denver, which is Detroit and Seattle.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
and then pick 5 is Carolina, and then pick 6 is New Orleans, which is Philly.
which, by the way, let's not talk about Seattle because dibs for one of my questions.
Fair enough. If your question is what I think it is, the answer is no.
So you are Green Bay. You are currently position 8. Will probably end the season in top 5.
Right.
You should play Jordan Love.
Play Love.
You need to play Love.
Play Love. And this is not just because this podcast, again, hit it from downtown in 4K that Green Bay was going to draft Jordan Love. It's just because it makes too much sense now.
Listen, Rodgers should retire. He's already halfway out anyways. Yeah. The podcast, like, he
wasn't even playing well.
I mean, he has like a thumb injury and a rib injury.
Listen, the injuries are what the injuries are. I can't take that away from him. But he's just being a dick to his teammates and coaches and not being good enough to be that way. Maybe I just don't understand. Am I missing something with Green Bay? Is it just because Aaron Rodgers is, as Stephen A. Smith used to put it, was a bad man, but just isn't anymore? Like, what's the deal? Now he's just a bad guy.
I think Olivia Munn messed him up, dude. Shailene Woodley.
Shailene Woodley and Olivia Munn and who knows?
Danica Patrick.
I forgot about Danica Patrick. I always, whenever I hear Danica Patrick's name, I always think about that one South Park episode. Yeah, fuck you, Danica Patrick.
Okay.
It's my Cartman when my throat hurts.
Okay, so Rodgers is retiring. And if he's not, you move him to the Jets.
Jets.
Every single veteran quarterback, go to the Jets.
The Jets. Well, no, that's a Colt.
Rodgers is
Aaron Rodgers is a Colt.
I could see that. Yeah.
Indy, for love of God, please, Indy, please just do it right once. Please try the draft. You might like it.
But
you're bad. You have to blow it up. You're bad.
Green Bay would never trade the future to move up to 1, right?
No, not a chance.
Then I don't think they're in position for a quarterback.
That's got to be Jordan. You roll with Jordan.
I think you get a pass rusher and you hope Jordan Love tanks well enough the next year.
Jordan Love is going to be the starter for the Green Bay Packers next season, and he's going to be like fantasy viable.
How many teams are really actually just waiting for Caleb Williams?
Like 9.
Like if you don't.
By the way, Caleb Williams, I saw it tweeted. I might have been Trey Wingo, but I don't remember. Might have been Matt Miller actually. I forget who it was. I don't want to miscredit. Somebody tweeted Caleb Williams is the perfect reason the NFL is like the example for why the NFL should incorporate a lottery. And
because everyone's going to tank for him.
Everyone's tanking for Caleb Williams.
Listen, so we've done some tape. I like Bryce Young, at least in the initial tape viewing that we've seen.
Sure.
CJ Stroud, I like him, but I'm not in love with him. You know, like I have some like worries.
I think you like him more than me.
I mean, I've only watched like 5 games.
I know.
Yeah.
I have 2.
Will Levis, I would pass so hard. Will Levis in the second round, I would love it.
Will Levis has got big Sam Howell energy.
No. Doesn't.
I guess what Tina's saying is
Will Levis has big Sam Darnold.
What happened to Matt Corral? I know he's hurt, but like everybody just forgot he exists. I feel like he doesn't, like no one's thinking about Matt Corral.
No, Carolina's thinking about everyone else but Matt Corral.
I know.
Yeah.
The revolving door of crap Carolina has decided. Let's just start a new guy every week and it'll be bad every time.
But yeah, Rodgers should be done with Green Bay this year.
Yeah.
This should have been his last game.
Yeah.
Put in Jordan Love, try to tank, try to get a quarterback. And you know what? Green Bay fans, you went from Favre to Rodgers. You can have a little bit of love. You can suck for a little bit. All right.
Unless Love's good, in which case we're all going to hate Green Bay again.
Love's not good. Love's not good. All right, John, I have a question for you.
Great. I yawned during that.
Let's talk about Seattle.
Editing sounds fun.
Let's talk about a team with the top 3 pick and second in their division.
Can I predict the question?
Sure.
You're going to ask me if they should draft a quarterback?
I'm going to ask you what they should do with Geno Smith.
They should sign him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not to a long-term deal. Do you remember the deal that Jacoby Brissett got right after Luck retired?
Yeah, with the Colts.
Now, it was $15 million a year.
I would do that for Geno.
No, that's too low.
Yeah.
So Geno Smith, I'm going to pull up his stats, and it's just, it's going to be really difficult for you to argue against it, Abdeen. I'm sorry. Like, it's going to be weird. I haven't even pulled them up yet. It's going to be weirdly difficult to argue against it. Geno Smith is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 6th in passing yards.
Yeah.
His completion percentage. Well, that's not even a good way to do it. Hold on. Let me go right to passing yards. His completion percentage is 72.8. I think that's the best among qualified quarterbacks. It is. It's the best among quarterbacks throwing over 2,000 yards by a substantial margin. Touchdown passes, he's only thrown 19, which is pretty good. And interception, 19 is tied for like 5th. And picks, he's only thrown 5. He's got a passer rating of 108. It's the highest passer rating of any quarterbacks that aren't named Mike White and Jordan Love, who only played 1 game. Oh, and Tua. Tua's a 115.7. Geno's.
You know what? We should just. Who's your MVP right now? That's a hard question, isn't it?
It's between 2 guys.
Who are they?
Mahomes and Hurts. It's not Geno. It's not Geno.
No. I think you're.
It's not Geno. It's not Tua. It's not Geno. It's not Tua.
You need to throw in Tua.
I can't throw in Tua. The reason I can't throw in Tua, the yardage is only 20. The yardage passing is 25.64. It's good, but let's go to the rushing stats because Jalen Hurts has almost 600 yards rushing, which is more than David Montgomery and Najee Harris and Zeke. And he's approaching Christian McCaffrey, Mixon, and Kenneth Walker. This is not – no, I can't get there. You're not talking about the same player. You're talking about most valuable to the team. Tua Tagovailoa's got a couple of bona fide gods playing wide receiver for him. And I'm not saying the receivers in Philly are bad. They're not. They're quite good. But let me look at it right now. So Jalen Hurts is 4 yards passing less than Tua. 4. Okay. He has attempted substantially more passes. He's attempted 32 more passes. Granted, Tua missed a game. Or did he miss 2 games?
No, I think it was only 1 game.
So be it. 69.7. Completion percentage to Jalen Hurts, 67.3. Both very high. Tua's 19 touchdowns to 3. Hurts is 17 touchdowns to 3. I don't think he's fumbled like once. And passer rating to Tua of 115.7, Hurts of 105.6. Sacks, Hurts has taken 28 of them. Tua's taken 12, which is bizarrely low. Brady has taken 17, which I love seeing.
It's also bizarrely low.
That's not bizarrely low. That's pretty high for him.
I don't know. I'm talking about the team.
Joe Burrow has still taken 33.
Yeah.
How? How? You just won't protect the boy, will you?
I mean, I think the boy doesn't want protection anymore.
Boy, who knows? Patrick Mahomes, of course, 400 yards passing, more than the second place Josh Allen. I mean, listen. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is really good at football. Yeah, he's good at football. He's also thrown 8 picks. He's also thrown 29 touchdowns. Josh Allen, where the fuck did these 11 picks come from?
He's had a couple of bad games.
What are you doing? Stop it. Put your feet in the right direction, please.
Or don't. Prove me right.
Don't prove him right. He's annoying when he's right. And then there's Russell Wilson.
Right.
That one of teams proven right.
Dude, you know what? I'm 2 for 3, aren't I?
What are Tua's rushing stats? Probably not very high. Tua Tagovailoa's rushing statistics on the season. He has rushed for one of these days you're going to try to pronounce Tua's first name. No, you're not going to do it.
Isn't it just Tua? Isn't his first name Tua?
No, it's shockingly long.
Oh, okay.
You'll do it one of these
days. Not Tua Tagovailoa.
No. Oh no, his first name is Tua, but that is short for something.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do this.
It's short for the. No, you're not doing it today.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're going to need practice.
I can do this.
No, you can't. Stop.
This is a dangerous name.
Mr. Tagovailoa, I apologize. He is especially bad at pronouncing names.
I don't think I could say this on the air.
Stop. That's why I'm telling you to stop. Yeah. The rushing stats for Tua, where are they? I can't find them. Oh, there they are.
This is a bad name.
Tua, stop it. It's a name. Tua has very few rushing stats. He doesn't run. Okay. Listen, you could argue Tua as the MVP to some degree. I don't think he's going to get any votes.
If I said this name, I would say alopecia.
Stop. I think if you were to say the name, you might summon Satan. You might say a magic spell that's not even close to his name.
This is insane.
No, it's a name.
Do yourselves a favor and look up Tua's first name, guys.
Yeah, and then give him a scolding. Anyway, to answer your question, you have to pay Geno Smith. You must pay Geno. What amount? I don't know. But it's probably over $24 million a year.
Okay.
And it's probably for 3 seasons minimum. You're probably looking at something like a 3-year, $80 million contract as a starting point.
So, and you draft a pass rusher, I'm assuming.
Where are you picking?
I mean, they're 3 right now. I don't see the Broncos doing any better.
Am I picking a 3?
Yeah.
Assuming the first 2 are QBs, yeah, I take Will Anderson.
That's insane.
Assuming the first 2 are QBs, I take Will Anderson.
That's
Anderson and Carter are not both going to go 1-2. So if one of them goes 1-2, take the other one. You have your pick's made for you.
Wow.
Yeah. Or you trade out. No. I don't think you should. The defense has been pretty good this year, which is weird. But no, you have to take one of those 2 players. If you're there and you have Geno, you have to take one of those 2 players. Can you admit maybe that Pete Carroll might have a clue what he's doing?
Oh, I'll admit full-heartedly I was wrong. Pete Carroll wasn't done.
No! that man was like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Pete Carroll
just smiled at you.
Pete Carroll was being held back.
Pete Carroll was being held back by Russell Wilson.
How insane is that?
That's how good a coach Pete Carroll is. That is how good a coach he is. I've told you 100 times. If I were playing in the NFL, the coach I would most want to play for is Pete Carroll. Because the guy's like he's having the most fun, but he also he's having the most fun in the effort of winning. Like he wants to win. He's not going to screw around. He wants to win still.
Does Seattle have a gum sponsor?
I'm sure. I don't know. I don't go to a whole lot of
because that's got to be worth a lot of money, right?
I have no idea.
Because that man's chewing constantly.
When Chip Kelly was the Eagles head coach, he had a number of Tostitos commercials.
Oh my god,
they're pretty funny. Some of them are very funny. It was like at one point, Chip Kelly's just standing in someone's shopping cart.
What?
It's like, hey, get some chips. He's like, we already got some, and it's just Chip Kelly standing there. He didn't say anything. He just said, just standing there. There's a lot. There's a lot of them though. There's like 5, 6, or 7. Like there's a bunch of these.
Can you imagine the outtakes where he actually did say something, but it was so poor that they had to just have him stand there?
He says a few things in some of the other shots, in some of the other versions. These went live though. Like I remember I think they might have been regional, but like still, he was in commercials for Tostitos. Anyways,
what was my question? Yeah, pay Geno Smith.
Pay Geno Smith. My next question involves New York Giants.
Don't pay him.
Stop. Ebteen, who is the quarterback of the New York Giants next season?
Tyrod Taylor.
No.
Like actually, like do you want me to actually think about it?
Who do you think it's going to be? This is a team that is, I believe, 7-4. Obviously improving. Well coached. They're probably going to pay that running back.
How wild do you want me to go with it?
I want you to give me your very best because I do have a name in mind.
Oh, you want me to like be predictive, not actually like
do a little of both. I'll take anything.
I mean, the obvious wild choice is Lamar Jackson.
No,
like that's the answer to every.
That's the wrong answer.
People I could actually see playing there. I think Taylor Heineke deserves a shout.
Interesting. Heineke.
What else?
I like that one.
I could see Carr.
Interesting.
I'm thinking about like veteran quarterbacks, you know?
So you're thinking exactly where I'm thinking.
Yeah. I'm not thinking you bring in a rookie. I think you're bringing in something more stable.
I agree. This to me screams Minnesota getting to the conference title with Case Keenum. That's what it feels like to me. I'm not saying the Giants are making it to the conference final yet. What I'm saying is that's what this team feels like. They feel like a team that has won enough games to justify spending on a quarterback. I'm going to throw a name at you.
I'm trying to figure it out before you do.
Go ahead. You're dancing around it.
No, I'm not saying Russell Wilson. I refuse.
No.
Okay.
No. Although, wow. But no. No, it goes deeper. You give up?
I got one I'm satisfied with, but
this is a podcast. We can't just not talk.
That's not true.
Who you think? Who are you satisfied with?
Brady,
Jimmy.
No,
Jimmy.
No, just keep.
No, Jimmy is okay. So Jimmy is obviously better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah. What about Matt?
No, he can't throw.
Neither could Daniel.
You're talking about Matt Ryan, correct?
What?
You're talking about Matt Ryan?
No, Mac Jones.
No. I don't think he's going anywhere. Like, I really don't. I don't understand this stupidity. He's playing fine. What's the problem? Zach Wilson. Doesn't have to move. No, you said stable, not the antithesis of football. Jimmy is anchoring a team right now. They don't need a quarterback to blow the doors off. They need game management.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
And Jimmy's the best game manager in the NFL.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best game managers. The guy can't throw that well. I mean, I'll give you another one. Goff. Mm-hmm. I don't like that one either. I like Jimmy better for that. I think they're both bad, by the way. I just named two quarterbacks I think are trash.
They're 7-4, right?
San Fran?
No. New York.
I believe so.
God, they're in a bad slot.
They are 7-4.
I could see Will Levis very much, actually.
Not a chance. No, I
No,
don't.
it's just because it's Dable.
But they're not going rookie. Like that's my thinking is they can't.
You
You're
go
7-4.
You go Jimmy, and you get Will Levis. Just do what San Fran's doing.
So I don't know where Levis is going to get picked. I know where you and I think he's going to get picked.
End of round one.
Right, but we haven't seen. We're pre-combine. We can't do that yet. It's November. We can't get there yet. The Giants right now pick what? The Giants right now pick 24th.
Wow, good for them.
They pick 24th right now. Now, everybody needs to remember the fact that there's only 31 picks in this year's first round because the Miami Dolphins were naughty, but multiple times. But involving Tom Brady and Brian Flores, there's a lawsuit pending. Anyway, Stephen Ross is an ass. So the point I'm making a lot. So the point I'm I promise I'm done. The point I'm making in a world. The problem. I wonder if that's trademarked. I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is.
Sorry, in a world guy. The point I'm making is the New York Giants have to look at the roster and notice, okay, well, this Kenny Golladay thing needs to get the fuck out, but everything else can stay. And this Kenny Golladay thing, you leave. But and as a Golladay guy, I don't get it.
You know what they should do?
What?
They should move up into the top 10. I don't care how much it costs.
And do what?
Get Harrison Jr. The man's a freak.
Oh, no, he is.
Yeah.
So what? You're telling me do the Atlanta trade?
Just do it, man.
You're telling me do the Julio trade?
Just do it.
Is he definitely top 10?
Oh, yeah.
Is he gonna go over Jackson Smith?
Yeah.
That's wild. And listen, yes, he is a freak.
The kid is sick. Like, I want that.
Ohio
kid.
State's got two of the best players in this draft. Playing wide receiver.
Harrison Jr. is a freak, man.
This is the second year in a row where Ohio State's like, we have receivers. We will give you two of them. Last year it was Wilson and Olave, both playing well. This year it's
Harrison's better than both of those guys.
Smith and Jiba. I think the two this year are better than both of the two last year. Like that's the thing. I think Wilson and Olave are worse than this class.
Like this is kind of the problem. Like, I don't know if I want CJ Stroud. Have you seen who he plays with?
I know. It's just an unbelievable juggernaut of receivers. CJ Stroud just like, I can throw it anywhere.
Like, I want to see Stetson Bennett throw to these guys.
He'd probably win a title. Yeah, I really don't understand. But no, my point in posing this question was I want to see a veteran throwing the ball for them. I mean, I personally, as an Eagles fan, don't want to see anybody throwing the ball for the Giants next year. But if I were a Giants fan, I would want a veteran throwing the ball for the Giants next year and let Daniel Jones go to, I don't know, Indy. But every deadbeat quarterback, every quarterback that I think is expired past what they should be getting as a starting job, I'm just going to say they're going to the Colts. That's what the Colts have done at this point.
All right, let's move on.
How weird is it that there are two coaches, both in the AFC South, that are obviously one and dones? Saturday and Lovey.
As obvious that in the AFC West there should be two more one and dones.
I feel like Lovey. I don't know what to say about the Lovey Smith thing anymore. Houston's become so predictable; they're just a fucking dumpster fire. Look at,
but there's no more Easterby.
There's gonna be no more Caserio soon.
All right, let's.
After 2 years of getting fined and penalized for courting Nick Caserio, and he craps out a 1-9-1. Woo! At least they got pick number one. Maybe that'll say Caserio can save his job.
Oh no!
They
I want better for Bryce Young.
They're not gonna get it.
Damn.
They are number one right now, and they're ahead of Chicago's number 2 at 3-9.
And they're not drafting a quarterback.
Not going QB. No. Chicago's trading.
Yeah. Someone.
They should trade. And I don't know who. Actually, yes, I do.
Is it? No, don't say Denver. I'm done.
It's Carolina.
Oh.
It's definitely Carolina,
Rip,
actually.
rip Matt Corral.
Yeah, it's Carolina. Carolina's 5th. They don't have to go back that far. Yeah, it's too easy. That's pretty natural. That's actually an easy one for us to make too when we like get to that point of the season. That'll be an easy one where we're like, okay, it's this. That took 12 seconds. All right, done. That's the value chart will be that easy.
Anyways, let's talk about quarterbacks one more time. Unless your next question is also a quarterback question.
Let's do it.
Lamar Jackson, everyone's favorite quarterback.
Running back.
Everyone's favorite quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
My scenario for you, John. They don't sign him.
Yes, they do.
They tag him and no, I'm just giving you a scenario.
Okay.
They tag him and trade him. Don't care where. They get ones, obviously.
Where did this crack come from? That's what it sounds like to me. Where did you get your crack?
I live in Sacramento.
Don't you mean Cracramento? I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't know if that's a thing.
What do you do now? You have 2 first-round picks this year. You need a quarterback.
I tagged and traded Lamar.
Tagged and traded.
I quit. I'm probably fired. Straight up. I'm probably fired. This isn't even a worthy scenario. What are you talking about? Nope, it's not going to happen. You can't. If you do this, you're an idiot.
I mean, Lamar might actually say you need to give me fully guaranteed.
Listen, if the argument, so one of the 32 teams in this league will.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know which one, but one of them will.
Yeah, there will be a trade partner. But I'm talking about where does the
what do I get back?
Well, you obviously are going to have 2 ones this year.
I'm getting at least 2 ones.
Yeah,
this season.
You'll probably get 3 ones. I'm going to be quite honest with you. You'll probably get 3 ones and some other stuff. You're the Ravens. You have the team you currently have. You do not have a quarterback.
I blow it up.
You completely start
it up. Yeah, I blow it up. There's nothing left then because they're only winning because of him. So the offense is a shell. Who's the top receiver on the Baltimore Ravens? Without looking, who do you think
Mark
the top
Andrews.
receiver is? Right. Who's their second? Is it probably Bateman?
Rashad Bateman, is it?
Right,
really?
maybe.
I mean, Duvernay.
Devin Duver fucking Nay. Like, no. J.K. Dobbins can't stay healthy. I'm tired of listening to Gus Edwards as a running back, is a decent running back talk because he's average at best. I'm sorry. I have to blow it up.
Okay, so let's blow it up.
I have to completely nuke it.
You're the Ravens. You blow it up. You got 3 first-round picks for Lamar. You got 1 for Mark
Who did
Andrews.
I trade with?
Let's go NFC, obviously.
Okay.
Let's go Carolina.
Who got him? Carolina, so I got pick 5.
Yeah.
I beg Houston. Nah, I don't beg Houston. Fuck that. Okay, now I'm the Chicago trade partner.
Yeah. And you go get Bryce Young?
Well, no, I'll be saddled to whatever Houston does. Man.
You're going to have 3 first rounds from Lamar.
3 first rounders this year?
No. You're going to get.
No, I have 2
total.
this year. Yeah, I have 2 this year.
You're going to get another.
Wait, where's my pick?
You're going to get another first round pick when you trade Mark Andrews.
Okay.
You're going to trade components of your defense.
Andrews isn't getting me a 1.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
I'm telling you right now, there will be teams that will give you a 1 for
tight ends aren't yielding 1s.
You're going to get a 1.
Not this fucking year, at least. Actually, scratch that. He might.
You're going to get a 1.
No matter how bad the whole position is, league-wide.
It will be like a late
Cool.
1, but you will get a 1 for Mark Andrews.
What a mess.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say
so you have 3 first-round picks this year because you traded Mark Andrews also.
I send Mark Andrews to fuck it. Let's
playoff
say
team. The playoff team. To Buffalo.
I was gonna say Buffalo or Tennessee. Let's say Buffalo. Although Buffalo is Knox, but yeah, let's do Buffalo.
Yeah, but it's not Andrews.
No, it's not. Knox is not as good as he was last year. All right, so Andrews to Buffalo. I get another one. I have 3 1s this year. I have pick number 2. I'm at Houston's mercy. Unless
You move up with Houston.
No, that's not what I do at all.
What do you do?
I start Huntley.
For a year? And you
I
go
start
after
Tyler Huntley for a
Caleb?
year. You bet your ass I do.
You
I start
after
Tyler Huntley for a year. Yes, that's exactly what I fucking do.
So you're
I start Tyler Huntley for a year, and I take these 3 picks. I make one of those picks.
Will Anderson.
And I fucking punt them. And the reason I do that is because I'm going to give myself 3 picks fucking next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Howie Roseman just infused himself into my body.
Okay.
I just did what the Eagles did by doing that.
Okay.
The Eagles did this for Jalen Hurts. And now he's playing his ass off because they have 2 picks next year. They have 2 picks coming. They invested in that future. They had 3 picks this past year. What do they do with them? They flipped one of them into a pick this coming year. They traded one for A.J. Brown, and the other one was Jordan fucking Davis.
Who is healthy again, looks like.
Who is back, baby! The fat man is back. He's not even fat. He's just massive. Think of a Panzer tank, sprouted legs and arms. The reality is I have to punt on that. I have to keep Huntley for a year.
Which is fine. Huntley will win you a couple.
Okay with that. Yeah, I can win a couple of games, but I'm not in the business of winning. I'm in the business of draft position. But I can put a team on the field that can be at least semi-competitive. We're not talking about a Houston bat or a Detroit bat or a Cleveland bat. We're talking about Baltimore. I'm still well coached. Harbaugh keeps his fucking job. Harbaugh's in on this deal, by the way. Harbaugh is told straight up, you have a year's worth of amnesty. You are protected. You can lose. You can go over 0-17. You are safe. We know what we're doing. And you sit there for 5 months hoping to every god there is Caleb Williams doesn't get hurt or regress. Because if he does either of those 2 things, we're all fired. We're all fired. We're all fired like that. We're done.
So
we'll never get a job in this league again.
So let's put some actual pressure on.
My point in doing this so extremely, by the way, is to say they need to pay Lamar Jackson. Like, I don't want to do this plan, but if I have to, I have my plan.
So you're the GM. Lamar Jackson says,
they really like Huntley enough, by the way. Otherwise, this plan would make no sense. But they do like Huntley. I know that.
You are the GM. Lamar Jackson has demanded a league number 1 contract, fully guaranteed.
Yep.
Which let's face it, everyone, the NFL does not want to move to fully guaranteed quarterback contracts.
Nor will they probably ever.
So, do you have the balls to enact this plan?
The plan?
Yeah.
The master plan.
The master plan. Do you have the balls?
I'd be staking my entire NFL career on it. Because if it doesn't work, I'm probably never working again. It's pretty bad. I will have then put all of my eggs into Caleb Williams. And it's into that basket. It's just not conducive to team building in the NFL, but it would shock and awe everybody.
Yeah.
Because putting Tyler Huntley out there to play is hardly the most insane thing a team has done in recent years. Yeah. Davis Mills wasn't benched until last week. I mean, PJ Walker was starting games for the Panthers.
Yeah.
This is not as bad as that. So that's why I'm like, I could put Huntley's got 3 games of starting experience due to injury to Lamar. He's done it, and he's played okay each time. I'm okay with it. It's not a terrible idea. And hell, maybe I'm over-exaggerating. Maybe I would be able to get another job. Maybe not as a GM immediately, but senior advisor probably, or advisor of some sort to a front office. I think, yeah, if Lamar Jackson held out, refused his contract, all this stuff, if we as a franchise decided, we can't go fully guaranteed and he won't accept it, I find the bet. I find the highest bidder.
All right.
Find the highest bidder.
Now, let me just add a little wrinkle.
Do it.
Little wrinkle.
Please do.
You're there. You're at the number 1 pick.
I'm at the number 1 pick next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Chargers call you.
Okay.
And they say, Justin Herbert's available. What do you do, John?
What are you asking for?
The number 1 pick.
That's it?
Well, no, there'll be more, but the number 1 pick is the crucial.
Here's my question. What pick are the Chargers picking?
Let's just say they went to the playoffs last year, the year before.
Fair enough. Okay. Here's the problem with that.
You'll have to pay him.
This is a fantastic question.
Yeah.
That is a best question. My third question, I want to throw it out. It's not close to as good as this. We're not going to do it. My whole last question was who gets fired first in Arizona? The answer is Kingsbury. Move on. This question's fantastic. All right. I love this.
Caleb Williams on a rookie contract.
Hold on, damn it. Let me think.
Justin Herbert.
Okay, hold on.
On a top of the line quarterback.
Hold on, child. Lordy. Oh, it's brutal. The first phone call I make is to Justin Herbert's agent.
Yeah.
The first call is to Herbert's agent.
Okay.
And I say, hey, insert agent name here, probably Rosenhaus or Condon or somebody, CAA. What's the contract? What does he need?
Oh, it's number 1 in the NFL, but it's not fully guaranteed.
Done.
You take Herbert.
How many touchdowns did Herbert throw for the year before? How many did he throw for? What were Justin Herbert's numbers in 2023?
What is his numbers right now? I know it's not been as great.
So you're telling me he's staying consistent with what he is right now?
I'm saying, yeah. He'll be better because the Chargers won't be as injured on offense.
He improved somewhat.
Yeah, because the Chargers won't be
done.
Chargers will not.
Done. Take them. I don't take them all. I'm a Super Bowl contender because I will have at that point. Let's say I picked number 2. Let's say, and I stocked the other 2 picks and pushed them back.
You'll have Will Anderson.
I have Will Anderson,
Justin Herbert,
or Jalen Carter, whichever one ends up at the top. I have Will Anderson or Jalen Carter. Yeah, I do it. And with another one of my picks, I'm taking a receiver. I'm taking a damn good one. I don't know who it is yet, but I'm taking a damn good one. I have to. It's too solid a fit. Yeah, Caleb Williams is Caleb Williams. He is.
But he's also not proven in the NFL.
But you know what the beauty of that trade is?
What?
It's not going to be much more than getting the first overall for Herbert one-on-one.
Yeah.
Because I cannot tell you at this moment in time who is the buyer in that trade and who's the seller. I can't tell you. Yeah, we want to sit here and say Justin Herbert's a proven commodity, he's a great quarterback already. We could say all that. But did Caleb Williams win the Heisman?
Probably.
Okay.
So there's no one else left, right?
So Williams might win the Heisman this year.
Yeah, there's no.
If he wins 2 of the damn things,
yeah.
Who the fuck is the buyer? Who's the buyer here? I think the buyer might be the Chargers. So I make it Herbert and capital. Maybe. Probably not. But maybe.
Herbert and Jordan Palmer. I want Jordan Palmer.
That's great. Why not?
All right, we don't need more questions. That was a good one to end on.
That's beautiful. That was a beautiful question. It was a beautiful question. I love that question. This is the type of innovation we need him, team. Go right to the top. That was a great question. That was a fantastic question. That's the best question you've ever asked me about football. That is my favorite question you've ever asked me. I love it. I love getting the GM juices flowing.
Shall we talk about...
As Detective Pikachu put it, I felt it in my jellies.
Shall we talk about my favorite story of the week?
I gotta watch that movie again. Last story, then we'll do game picks.
Oh, we should do game picks. I didn't set that up this week.
I did.
Okay, thank God.
Let's do game picks.
No. Last story.
Fine.
What movie currently is happening in real life, John?
Cocaine Bear? Oh.
What football movies?
Did you see the trailer for Cocaine Bear, though?
No.
It's so bad. Anyway, draft day.
Can you guys believe this story? Like, they actually said that Russell Wilson birthday party happened, and like half the teammates showed up. Which honestly, it doesn't seem that bad, right? That's like what?
It's better than Bo Callahan.
I mean, still, that's like 26 people.
Yeah.
26 teammates is not that bad for a party.
How big a party is it? It's Russell Wilson. It's probably a massive party.
Yeah. But anyways,
the parallels with draft day are shocking.
It's just so perfect.
It's a quarterback drafted by Seattle who had a birthday and like only some of his teammates showed up.
Yeah.
The parallels are fantastic. And they're both represented by Diddy. No, they're not.
Game picks.
They're not. All right, game picks.
You think Ciara went to his birthday?
Yeah, she hosted it.
I know.
You think his wife went to his birthday party? Yeah, I do. I do, Epstein. I really do. You know what? I think that might have happened. Especially considering the story itself said that she planned it. Yeah, I think she went to the party she planned for her husband. Yes. I do think so.
I hope one day Future shows up to the party.
Stop it. We're not getting involved. You've already involved us in way too much celebrity gossip bullshit
right?
in this episode. We're moving on.
Episode.
No, it's your fault. Let's move on. Okay. Quick picks. We're going real quick because we only got a couple of minutes. Bills at Patriots. I'm going Bills.
Buffalo.
Are you typing it?
Yeah.
Great. By the way, team's down by 8.
Yeah.
Packers at Bears.
Chicago.
I'm also going to go Chicago.
Damn.
Not happy about it. I should actually go first as I'm in first.
Okay.
I'll go first so you can match. Steelers at Falcons. Give me the Dirty Birds.
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And I'm going. You want to know why I'm going Pittsburgh? Kyle Pitts is out for the season.
I know that. I knew that before, though, as a fantasy owner of this. Jets at Vikings. Next. Minnesota. Jags at Lions. Hard Jags, actually. Hard Jags.
Jags with the over.
Yeah. Titans at Eagles. I'm actually going to pick Tennessee here.
I'm going Philly.
Yeah. I'm picking Tennessee here. I don't think Davis is back this week. And I have not stopped the run very well. And Derrick Henry is a person that breathes air. I think. No one's proven that to me yet. Browns at Texans. I'm going to go with Cleveland.
God, I want Houston to win this game so
It'd be
bad.
so amazing. It'd be so amazing.
I'm going.
You know what?
Houston.
Fuck it. Houston. Yeah, I'm going to pick Houston too. Just for the hell of it. Fuck it. For the lulz. Commanders at Giants. Washington Commanders. I'm picking the Giants.
Oh, you're picking the Giants?
Yeah, I am.
Sweet. Go Washington.
Broncos at Ravens.
Baltimore.
Ravens. I would pick my high school 8-man football team over the Broncos right now.
Broncos offense, sure.
Dolphins at Niners. I'm gonna pick. That's actually the best game of the week.
Yeah, wow. It's not even close.
I am gonna pick the Niners though.
I'm going Miami.
Seattle at LA Rams. This is a wash. I can't believe how lopsided this is in the direction no one thought. Seattle. No Aaron Donald. Guaranteed out. So, yeah, Seattle's winning. Chargers at the Raiders. Chargers
should win this game.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it.
Fuck you.
For one stat.
Why?
The Chargers are having an historically bad year stopping the rush. Josh Jacobs just ran for 230.
Not only did he run for 230, it was over 300 all-purpose.
This is very little to do with Josh Jacobs and more to do with the fact that the Chargers are not equipped at all to stop Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Or any running back for that matter.
I'm already in the pit of misery. I will stay in the pit of misery.
Chiefs at Bengals. I'm picking the Chiefs.
I'm going to pick the Bengals because I need wins.
True. Colts at Cowboys. Ebteen, if you pick the Colts, you're an idiot.
I'm going to pick the Cowboys, John.
Me too.
I hope the Colts win.
And Saints at Bucks. I already wrote it. I am picking everybody against the Saints the remainder of the year. I want draft picks.
All right, I will pick the Saints because I actually think the Saints can win this game.
I am not picking the Saints to win anything the rest of the year. I don't want it.
Isn't it funny that when we pick the Saints, what we write down is no?
True. No.
Guys,
Guys, that's our show.
What are we objectively wrong with, John?
Probably picking the Bucks.
All right. Thank you for the show.
Bye-bye. We will talk to you next week.